on the show, both in 2002 and then again in 2008. RC, the Cowboys might be under more pressure than anyone in the NFL. That happens to them frequently. Could Hard Knocks be a distraction for them?
Nah, man. Jerry Jones is their owner. If anybody or anything is a distraction, it would be him. And let's be honest, the Cowboys should be on Hard Knocks every single year. Like, let's stop trying to act like this team isn't a soap opera. You saw what we said. Love them or hate them, you can't look away. Listen, this team is Floyd Mayweather. This team is Conor McGregor. It just happens to be a lot of people that make up the organization. The Cowboys need to be worried about stopping people on defense. Can Dan Quinn get this defense to stop a nosebleed, as our colleague Bart Scott would say? It's not about whether or not they have cameras on them every day, because what team do we cover more? What team do we talk about more? Whether they're 11 and 6 or 6 and 11, we will be speaking about the Dallas Cowboys. Dak Prescott is poised. He's healthy. He's ready to go. I believe this team is motivated. And if they can stop people on defense, we'll be looking back at this team like the 2020 Rams, saying now that there are two teams that were starred or featured on Hard Knocks that made the playoff, because the Dallas Cowboys can't do it.
Yeah, listen, RC is right, man. We're talking about the Dallas Cowboys here. When was the last time you heard of Dallas Cowboys being distracted by anything? We constantly talk about the Dallas Cowboys, and make no mistake about it. There's no excuses. There's no excuses when it comes to the Dallas Cowboys. Listen, Dak Prescott got paid, okay? Zeke Elliott, from what everybody's talking about down in Dallas, is in the best shape of his life. We'll see about that. They're getting 3 offensive linemen, starting offensive linemen back, so that should help their offense. Dan Quinn is coming in as being a defensive coordinator. They can't be any worse than they were on defense, so they should be better on defense. So listen, the cameras around or not, we're going to always be talking about the Dallas Cowboys. And I'm picking them to win the NFC East, and damn it, they better not let me down.
Well, they better win. Look at them. Look at this team. I mean, this is what Jerry Jones has been building for. Now he's got his quarterback in place. He's got a defensive coordinator. He's got the whole deal. They better win, and they better not be distracted. By the way, I don't think that it's 2021. Like, I don't think players get distracted by cameras anymore. I mean, they got cameras in their faces all the time. They're posting their own content. Like, these guys aren't being bummed out about a couple of cameras around. And this is also Dallas. I've been to a lot of press conferences in Dallas where they got cameras in these guys' faces every second of every access period. No distractions when it comes to the Dallas Cowboys. But they better win.
Instagram Live, TikTok, social media is everywhere, to your point, Jeff. Tomorrow night, we have the 2021 ESPYs at 8 Eastern on ABC, and they will be presented live from the rooftop at Pier 7.
Hey, what's up, Lane? It's Damian Woody, man. Hey, we know the Von Miller has his pass rushing camp with all those guys, all the top pass rushers in the league. What are you guys trying to get out of with this O-line summit, going up against all those pass rushers?
I think what we can get from this is I feel like every player has their own certain style of play, and it's an art form. So there's many ways to attack a defender, and I think getting all these guys here and allowing them to discuss their plan of attack, how they go about their work week, how they practice. And I think guys can just take bits and pieces from people's games and implement it into theirs. And so that's probably been the biggest factor so far. And it really just a great way to get the guys talking and get some on-field work too.
Lane, you talked about how you guys are watching tons of film of the best on defense in the NFL. Are there some guys that have come to mind as some of the most feared pass rushers to face on Sundays?
Well, I'll say Aaron Donald's pretty far up there. Luckily, I don't go against him that much. He's with the guards a lot, but you got the Von Millers, the Chandler Jones, the Khalil Macks, the Marcus Lawrence, guys like that, Joey Bosa's, the Bosa brothers. So really, I mean, we're going to be showing a lot of guys, but really there is no end all be all. We're trying to get a breakdown on these guys and try to help us out a little bit. Something to take to camp.
150 offensive linemen is incredible. Let's turn to your current team, the Eagles. We saw you were excited about Jalen Hurts, and here's what you said, quote, the things he can do on the field. He can scramble outside of the pocket. When that happens, man, it makes it a little easier for the offensive line. whenever you have a mobile quarterback back there, the pass rushers approach the pass rush a little bit differently. Instead of maybe running the hoop, they're taught not to break contain, because if they do, he can scramble for 10 or 15 and get a quick first down. Can you take us inside what it was like during the second half of last season with all that turmoil and change at quarterback for you guys?
Yeah, I was sidelined with the injury, but from what I saw, I felt like he handled it well. He was put into really uncertain positions, but when he played well and showed flashes. So it's been a good offseason for us as a team, for Jalen. And I know he's ready to get into camp and get the ball rolling, and get a full season under his belt. So we're all excited and really just kind of waiting to see what happens.
You've got a new head coach this year, which is Nick Sirianni. What are your first impressions of him as he enters his first season, not just as your head coach, but an NFL head coach?
He's taken a great command of the team early on. I think what I appreciate about him most is he holds everybody accountable. So when we go to practice, it doesn't matter if you're a veteran, a rookie, first day. If you're making mistakes, he'll put you on the board, and not to call you out, but really to kind of get you better. And I think what that shows, if he can do that with veterans, then the younger guys will come along as well. So that's been my impression early on. It's been a lot of fun and really a lot of energy. So, but moving forward, man, we have a lot to prove.
Hey, Lane, man, enough of this football stuff, man. I want to talk about the real athletes as far as the offensive line is concerned. I know we got a highlight from you posting on social media, you dunking the ball. Take us through why offensive linemen are the best athletes on the field with this dunk.
I would say the defensive ends are probably maybe number one. I mean, tackles, you look across the league, you see guys like Trent Williams. A guy that I like watching growing up was Joe Staley. People don't know this about him, is that he ran the 200, I believe, 21 seconds or somewhere around there. So really fast, really explosive. So, you get these guys on the edges, you got to have some quick feet. So, and a lot of guys have ex-track backgrounds, ex-basketball backgrounds. And so I wish I was still playing basketball. I think it's a little bit easier on your body, but it turned out all right.
Well, we here at NFL Live are going to make sure that we continue to give lots of love to the offensive linemen who can certainly move. And we thank you, Lane Johnson. Again, Eagles all-pro right tackle and the man behind, at least one of the two men behind the O-Line Mastermind Summit. Congrats on all the success there, and best of luck this season.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
And right on time, let's get into some of those plays. We said we're going to give love to the offensive linemen, so we're going to give you the top 5 most athletic offensive line accomplishments. We start, Damien, with Donald Penn.
Man, Phil, check this out, man. We always got to show the big boys love. Look at this. Tip-up pass right there to Donald Penn. But, hey, RC, look at the big man rolling right there. We out here rolling with the ball.
We gotta make a cut, though, Woody. Woody, he got to make a cut. Here, he got to make the move.
We not built for that.
We not built for
all that.
It's not necessarily what you do, but how you celebrate. Here's Quentin Nelson, RC.
Hey, this is beautiful. Watch. It's not about the run. Does he just back in?